That's right. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. As close as you guys are, we've got games tonight of proximity that will blow your mind. I mean,
cool.
Yeah, it's week 2, and everybody that's close together will play. We'll explain all of it coming up next in Inside Sports.
Right now on Inside Sports. Cue the bands. Fire up the cheerleaders. High school football under the lights is back. You want to play Saturdays?
Touchdown, Auburn!
You want to play Sunday? It all starts here. And Inside Sports shows you the talent, shows you the stars, we show you the action. Now fast forward to Saturday. Inside College Football previews Alabama, Auburn, and the SEC. We're Inside Sports. Get up, get pumped.
Let's go get their heart.
We live football, and it all starts right now.
This is CBS 42's Inside Sports, now in HD.
And welcome in, everybody, to Inside Sports Friday night. I am Brad. He is Scott and Griff. Nothing gets you fired up like some cheerleaders screaming your name.
That's right, unless it's the coach screaming your name.
That might not be good, though.
In a good way. Yeah, it might not be good. But Chris Yeager, we'll get to him in a moment. He's got some little action going
Inspirational words. But let's start with this game. A city to talk about, Hewitt and Clay Chalkville. This game, kind of a defensive struggle, just as Carlos Bozeman, the sweep. He's stuffed there. The offense sputtering a bit for the Huskies. An incomplete pass there. But same goes for Clay. Up top. Incomplete. Yeah, way overthrown there. But they get one touchdown. Now, a couple field goals in this one. This Justin Lasagna. Good. But they're 1 point short. Clay wins 7-6.
All right, let's go to Minor. Loving those crazy legs of Christian Jones. He's on the end of this Jonathan Thompson pass. It's a touchdown, 14-0 Minor. Now Carver trying to hang Jakeem Jackson. He's going to go up, Brad, get the heist right here. But the Tigers just too much in the tank, my friend. Jones again bursting through. He is gone. You see why Bama, Auburn, Florida, etc. want him? Minor. Big over Carver, 41-6.
What's worse is they say he's a better defensive player. Hey, let's head to Bessemer City. Their first game ever on the new field. It's nice, too. Gardendale in town. The Rockets, Dallas Tidwell showing some flame throwing. Jamichael Willis touchdown there. Later, it's play action. And Chris, stick with Willis. Yeah, get back on him. Touchdown. He was money tonight. There's another score for Gardendale. Blast off for the Rockets, especially on defense. They shut it down right here. Bessemer City, you have a problem. His name was Mr. Willis. 6 touchdowns to him, all for Mr. Tidwell. They win 51-26 Gardendale.
Inside Sports Game of the Week, presented by Coke Zero.
Alrighty, well, let's get to the game of the week, and it's a doozy. It's Spain Park playing Hoover. One of the best games last year came down to a last-second field goal.
I know, but, while they're not in the same area region-wise, the game's obviously bigger than any region game on either schedule, for the reasons that they're in the same town.
Yeah, a little rivalry, that's for sure. This game, again, nail-biting last year for Hoover. Took that last-second field goal. Things have changed since then. That's Fan Man. Yeah, now the interim coach for Spain Park, not liking an 0-2 start as Hoover takes over early. Second drive here, there's future Auburn Tiger Jalen Denson. Nice catch, nice run, too. Later, Justin McCarthy takes the rock. 8 yards, touchdown Hoover. McCarthy, 2 TDs on the night. Later, we're going Johnny Utah. Ryan Carter up top. Caleb Sims. That was so much fun for a touchdown. Let's do it again. Sims, this time, 28 yards out as Hoover has 3 touchdowns from Sims. They were up 44-zip at the half.
Wow.
And Hoover puts on the brakes, Griff. They win it 44-0.
Man, there's always a lot surrounding this game beyond football. This is a game for a town in Hoover. Abby Chin joins us now from Buccaneer Stadium. Abby?
Yeah, Griff, and unfortunately for Spain Park, once again, Hoover takes home the trophy. Tonight was all about pure Buccaneer domination. 7 scores, 504 yards, and what a coming-out party for the dynamic duo of Ryan Carter and Caleb Sims. But something we haven't talked about tonight is that stingy Hoover defense. Last week, they held Burns to 6 first downs and 128 yards. Tonight, more of the same. The Jags mustered just 7 first downs and a measly 118 yards. The Bucs defense was stifling, and the offense fed off of it.
One thing we talked about all week was having pride in trying to dominate a football game. And we felt like last week our defense dominated the game, but our offense could have had the opportunities to make plays, and we didn't make them. And tonight we talked about, hey, come out and make plays. I thought we got in a good tempo. I thought Coach Nib got in a good rhythm of calling plays, and I thought our kids responded to what we were calling, and then our defense kept them backed up the whole night.
They do a great job. Defense, they come out here, and the last 2 games they've made plays, and we didn't make plays the first game, so we knew we had a job to do, and we did it.
The road doesn't get much easier from here for Spain Park. The Jags have Homewood next week, and there still is no update on the status of David Shores. But on the bright side, Griff, we are now 2-0 for our team of the weeks this season. I hope that trend continues. Back to you guys.
Thanks,
Abby. We had all last year. Right?
I know that is 2-0 for these teams, and you know Chris Yeager, he kind of got us started with a big-time pregame speech to his guys.
That's right, and we've got a little bit of Chris Yeager here from last week. Take a listen.
The scouting experts, they're not lining up to put 5 stars beside your name. The college recruiters, they're not coming in here and offering any of our guys scholarships. They're not putting you on preseason all-state teams. They're not putting you on all-star teams. You're not even ranked. And I'm going to tell you something, that does not matter one bit to me. What matters to me is this. When all the smoke clears and all the dust settles, that from Florence to Dothan and Huntsville to Mobile, that everybody says that the strength of the Spartans, the warrior at his side, that everybody says those guys, they play with one voice, one heartbeat for this moment, this one moment in time. What are we about? The strength of the Spartan is the warrior at his side. One more time. The strength of the Spartan is the warrior at his side. Let's go make them hear one voice tonight, guys. Let's go.
All right, Coach Chris Yeager, remember the Spartans. All right, works for them. Okay, Vestavia. Yeah. Quarterback Patrick Pewitt, though, was having none of it. Watch him drop back. Little sky tickler to Neil Ganaway. That's a touchdown. The Rebs are up early, but Mountain Brook would come back. Edward Aldag will find Lewis Callaway. A little rollout here. Nice bullet there, too.
No kidding.
To tie the game. Good one tonight, but the Rebs go on to win it 17-13. Take a look at some of the scores. Brad, Shades Valley doubled up your boys at Pell City, 28-14. How about Briarwood Christian Womack? They pound Moody 42-6.
Hey, they love Hueytown at CBS, or love CBS 42 at Hueytown. They should. My wife only works there.
Exactly.
Hey, we should give them some love here. Winona down 7-6 when Barry Johnson looks, finds Kenneth Jordan for a first down.
Nice throw.
Later, Harold Young, he's going to come up and get the carry, and he's going to cough it up. Fumbles the ball right there. But you know what you do when you fumble the ball, Griff? You give it to Jameis Winston.
Well, you run some laps, then you give it to Jameis.
Yeah, well, you run some laps here with Tim Foy. Yeah, a couple runs here. Gets it all the way down to the goal line for Hueytown. And after that, you give it to a blue chipper. His name is Jameis Winston. Remember that name. He's recruited by everybody.
He scores the other guy? His brother?
I don't know. But that's a touchdown. Hueytown wins 27-12.
Asking questions during the highlights. Region battle here, Pleasant Grove at John Carroll. The Grove in white, Ben Wheeler, sky tickler again to Chris
Nice grab.
Big gain early. That sets up the quick opener. Watch this. Eli Williams. Eli's coming.
Stop singing.
7-0 Grove.
God, quit embarrassing yourself.
Wheeler picked by Ole Miss. He's no, this is Ole Miss. Cameron Woods, I should say, with a pick. He brings it back. That sets up Johnny Boohacker. When you sing it, screws up the highlights. Trent Covington touchdown. Pleasant Grove wins at 29-24.
Here's some scores. Coleman, you have ties to Coleman. 21-0, they win. And Pelham bounces back after a last week loss to beat Oak Mountain 38-16.
Hey, more closeness coming up. Brad Drecros, what's your name? St. Clair County and Springville. St. Clair Purple. Javantes Goolsby. Watch this etch-a-sketch run.
Whoa.
6. Oh, get up. Hey.
Got to tackle that guy.
Look at that. Bad tackling, too. Let's be honest. Watch the little dive for 6. But here comes Springville, St. Clair County with that touchdown. A little vaulting touchdown of their own with DeMarcus Trimble with the score.
Give me some base.
But big win tonight for St. Clair County, taking down Springville 49-28.
Yeah, well, let's head to Oak Grove. That's where we find Cedric Brooks. He takes the ball, and look out, David Harmon, the big hog molly, gets in there. The ball comes out. He rumbles and stumbles. That's a touchdown, Oak Grove. Later, midfield, this is old number 1, Andrew Happy Gilmore. Old number 1 coming up right here. And you know what? He's going to find Quintarius Johnson in the corner pocket of the end zone griffer.
Nice
touchdown,
work,
Patriots.
people.
Oak Grove wins 30-6.
Let me tell you about Fultondale and White against Summit Christian. Look at the arm of our Darius Stewart finding DeAndre Marshall. That's bringing rain, baby. Touchdown. Fultondale's up, but Summit Christian comes back. Watch the old Statue of Liberty, Brad. Andrew Rhodes, handoff to Josh Rouse. He's going to do the rest around in for the touchdown.
Stiff arm.
Summerton hanging in, but the Wildcats with a Wildcat quarterback showing you some leg, baby.
Nice.
Yeah,
Syracuse.
legs. Calm down, Rodrigo. Not those kind of legs. Don't get excited. Unless you like 50-yard touchdown run. Summit Christian wins it 31-29. Back with more Inside Sports. Oh, you love it, don't you? In a moment.